Oh no, please. Do you believe that essentially the SMEs, we are going to take every single step to ensure that the world gets out of this economic turn? My late father of blessed memory always used to say, the future of Africa really sits on the shoulders of the people who have the dream and the ambition, and the people who will give anything to ensure that these dreams and ambition come to fruition. But you cannot do it alone just because we're a wild bunch of Africans and global Africans who have a powerful voice and who can move and shake. We cannot do it alone. We need government. And that is why I was so happy that Yasmin was able to bring in that institution right here in this country that represents the conversation between everybody else and trade and industry. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to bring to the podium the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Honorable Michael Okyere Baafi, who will be giving us the opening keynote.
Honorable Hakmanu Sajiman, our father and a great statesman, Mr. Yofi Grant, CEO of GIPC, other distinguished personality here gathered, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to be invited to speak at the Entrepreneurship Solutions Summit, which has brought together government officials and entrepreneurs, not only to interact with each other, but to share concerns and aspirations as businessmen and women. This kind of interaction has become necessary to rethink and provide strategic direction to support the growth of our country. In recent times, we are confronted with the hard truth. Economic growth in Ghana is slowing down. As a result of this slowdown in the whole world or global value chain, there is so much rising inflation driven by rising food and fuel prices and the war in Ukraine. Nonetheless, government is determined to build a robust, sustainable economy based on the contribution of micro, small, and medium-sized businesses and entrepreneurs. MSMEs play a critical role in the economic development of any country. They employ roughly 2.5 million people in this country. In addition, MSMEs contribute to over 75% of Ghana's GDP. For this reason, my ministry has in place strategic interventions to ensure that the industrial sector, and more importantly, our MSMEs, becomes primary economic vehicle for generating wealth, creating jobs, reducing poverty, and promoting growth as well as development. My ministry, as part of the repositioning of the private sector to be competitive in pursuing the implementation of the 10-point industrial transformation agenda of government, one of which is the MSME and entrepreneurship development, is poised to promote this cause. A milestone worth mentioning is the transition of the National Board for Small-Scale Industry to the Ghana Enterprise Agency, which has become very important in the things of the entrepreneurship in this country. I guess we all know that now Ghana Enterprise Agency has come as a game changer in the entrepreneurship space, trying to help young people who want to venture into entrepreneurship to be given the needed impetus in the form of grants and other support to be able to do well in the space. And that is why the ministry is so much focused and determined to push the agenda of entrepreneurship business in this country. Beyond that, the ministry is implementing the Business Regulatory Reforms, BRR program, which seeks to make Ghana the most business-friendly country in Africa. The reforms focus on making regulatory services more efficient and transparent by simplifying existing regulations, removing those that are unnecessary, impeding business growth, improving the quality of new regulations, and effectiveness of enforcement regimes. The Ministry of Trade and Industry is so focused. I guess you and I have seen over the years that we are so focused, and we are currently aggressively implementing the 10-point industrial transformation agenda, one of which I said earlier on is the development of entrepreneurship which is very important in our time. One of the key things that we believe will help young people to be able to stand on their feet and do well in the future is for them to take their own destiny into their own hands today. That's how come the ministry is determined beyond a reasonable doubt to push for the young people in the space, especially to be empowered, through technical support and giving them support in the form of a financial grant to be able to push this agenda. Also, I hope you also know what is happening in the country now. We all believe that there's a problem in this country as of now. The economy is not moving on well as we all expected the thing to go. But the good news is that government is determined to working so hard to make sure that we come back on track. That's how come we need the support of everybody, including the entrepreneur. You and I belongs to this country. This country, Ghana, is our country. We cannot do without Ghana. Ghana has made us who we are. We have a complete responsibility towards our generation now and the future generation to be able to help this country get to the level that we expect. That's how government is expecting you. Government is expecting from you to be part of the solution to government problem. This problem we are encountering now is a problem that it didn't just emanate from what we are seeing in our space, but it has global implications. And as entrepreneurs, I believe that you understand us as a government and see to the need to be part of the solution to this problem. Also, the coming into force of the African Continental Free Trade area, which we believe has come as a serious game changer for Africa. The African Continental Free Trade, to me, I believe has come to save Africa once and for all. Because it's an opportunity for Africa to explore Africa ourselves and to be able to make sure that we take full advantage of all the benefits in this concept. Talking about almost about 1.2 billion market size, a combined GDP of 3.4 trillion US dollars. This is very phenomenal. It is very important every entrepreneur here, whether here present or in the house, take full advantage of this concept. We cannot just sit down and say that we are not going to do anything about it. Let us take advantage of this concept because the concept has come as a blessing to Africa. This is the biggest customs union ever in the history of Africa and a real opportunity for you to do business duty-free, quota-free everywhere in Africa. So what is left is the zeal. What is left is the encouragement you can give yourself. What is left is the move that you make to get to that level where you will take full advantage of this concept to be able to make good billionaires in the future. Not to sit down for other countries to take advantage of and leave our country alone. But we have to also rise up as people of Africa, rise up as people of Ghana to take full advantage of the concept. With this, I believe that the time is now. The earlier speaker said that the future of the world rests on our shoulders, those who have the big dreams. And I believe that if you have a big dream now, that dream can take you into the future. So don't be discouraged. Don't lose hope. Ghana Enterprise Agency is available. National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program is also available to make provision for you, to succeed and get to the level that you want to get to. What we are going through now, we will not see it again in the future. We believe, looking at what we are doing together as a country, with leadership being shown by His Excellency the President, we believe we'll get there. And so we're calling on all of you to take advantage of what you have now, the strengths and the ideas you have now, so that you'll be able to push ahead. With this, on behalf of my Honorable Minister, Honorable Alan Chamatin, and on behalf of the ministry, we want to congratulate the organizers for a wonderful summit. And we pray that this summit will go on well and the participants will benefit a lot and they will take a lot home. God bless us all. Thank you very much.